Now we have the interview that I mentioned earlier with Sarah from the band Flightside. So their new single, Dumb Boy, is out and we'll be hearing that later.
Excellent.
And you formed in Uxbridge in 1992, didn't you?
Yeah, we were at Brunel University and we got together whilst we were students.
Yeah.
So it's going back a very, very long way now.
And then you bounced back last year, so...
after 18 years of not speaking to each other and hating each other, we decided... I got some funding from the Chilean government, of all things, to go over and live in Chile. I was living in Santiago, and I just thought, it's time. It's time for us to release some new music.
Yeah.
We released Shark, and people in Chile loved it. They love rock music over in Chile. South America, absolutely massive on indie, Brit rock. It's a great opportunity for any small bands out there who want to get their music heard. Yeah. They lap it up over in South America. They loved Shark, and more recently, it was almost a year since we released Shark, and I thought, I'm going to go back and do Dumb Boy. My friend Sheila passed away in January, and we always used to joke about the dumb boys who were in our life and how they affected us and how they made us mad. And I wrote a song about it, and I thought, yes, I'm going to release this in memory of my friend Sheila, and so Dumb Boy was recorded.
Well, that's fantastic. You basically just answered all the questions that I had lined up for you. Just going back to the track Shark, because I've read up about it, and there's quite a bit of a story behind it, isn't there? Because you encourage fans to stream it online, and that caused a bit of controversy, didn't it?
Yes.
So what was your thought process for doing that?
Well, the new official streaming charts had been announced in the UK, and our song had been out for about 2 weeks at that point. We thought we'd achieved as many sales as we were going to achieve, but we thought with these new official streaming charts coming in, it would be great if we could get everybody to stream our track as often as they could, as often as they wanted to. Keep on streaming our track, and let's see if we can get into the official streaming charts. Deezer, who are one of the online streaming providers, were fantastic. They gave us their full support, and we had all our fans online streaming Shark constantly. But the official chart company decided that there had been too many streams per user for it to qualify in the charts.
Yes.
And we went back and we looked when the official charts were announced. They'd said very clearly, if somebody listens to Madonna 20 times, we will count 20 plays. But apparently our fans had listened to our track an average of 31 times a day, and that was considered excessive. So we're still pretty mad with the official charts company about that. On Deezer, 1 week, we received more spins than Call Me Maybe when it was in its prime.
Wow. As I was reading that story about, the whole, about Shark, I thought, well, it's kind of like not a massive problem, is it? People should be able to access it however many times they want. But obviously the bigger people don't like stuff like that, do they? They
disagree, and some of our fans got together afterwards, and the plan was that if you can get a track disqualified from the charts, then why not just choose a random track every week and just get it disqualified? They didn't have much success with that because they were going for the big people like X Factor stars, which wouldn't get picked up on. At the end of the day, it's true. If anybody's got a grudge against a small band and you want to get them disqualified from the charts, it's not a problem. Just go on and stream it all the time.
Oh dear. Well, hopefully they want to do that because we do like to try and support small bands here. But...
Yeah, I really hope nobody would do that. Bitter ex-girlfriends, bitter ex-boyfriends. Please don't get any songs disqualified from the charts. It's not nice. It's not positive thinking.
So, are you excited to be back making music music after your break?
Extremely excited. It's still very alien to me. I've never really identified myself as a musician.
Right.
It was something I did for fun, something I did part-time, and whenever that part of my life takes over again and I get to sing and I get to speak to new people and meet new people, it's a really exciting time. On Twitter, things are exploding at the moment. People are tweeting us all the time saying we love Dumb Boy from all over the world.
Yes.
And we've found a really good new fan base out there, and we're just very, very happy with how things are going.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic. You know, I've been looking on your social network pages and listening to the music, and I must admit, because I missed Shark last year, I don't know where I was, but when I did hear it, I did love it.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
That makes me happy. That makes me very happy.
So, what's your plan? Are you just going to keep, getting your name back out there, or are you going to go off and make an album, or...?
I don't think albums have much place in the future, to be honest. It's a very controversial viewpoint.
Yes.
I think bands would do better if they released songs individually instead of releasing 10 at the same time, because the way people consume music these days,
yes,
it's totally different.
Yeah.
We can put all our energies behind promoting a single a lot cheaper than releasing an album and then trying to say, hey, well, you've already got the album, but why don't you listen to this track more?
Yeah.
It doesn't make much sense in this digital age, and I know record companies will go ahead and carry on doing it for years and years to come. But I think what we're going to do is just release songs when we are happy with the songs and when the right time comes for the song. For example, Dumb Boy was, we recorded it for the first time last year. It wasn't the right time for us to release it. And then with everything that happened, it became the right time to release it. And I think there is a time and a place, and you've just got to pick the right moment to release the right song.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, do you just release it when you feel like it, or do you keep an eye on what's going on with music elsewhere and think, yeah, that would be a good time, or...
We keep an eye on what's going on with music, but it's a very personal thing as to when the right time for releases. It all ties in with our family schedules and our work schedules and how we can fit our real lives around being a band again. And so I think we will continue to release singles once every six months or so, and hopefully people will remember us in those periods, because we'll still be active on our social networks, so we'll still be engaging with people during that time.
Oh wow, yeah, well, it sounds like a great thing, and if you do, keep me posted.
Absolutely,
and I'll be getting everything in. Is there anything else you wanted to add? I know I was planning on playing your Dumb Boy and Shark track after this, so I didn't know if you wanted just to add anything else on.
I guess what I've got to say is Dumb Boy and Shark are both really negative tracks, but we're not that negative and we're not that angry. We're really nice people, so do say hello to us. Drop us a tweet, drop us a mail, come and say hello, and we will engage back with you.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully everyone will get on to that now, because I know quite a few people are tuned in, so you might get an influx of messages.
Wonderful.
Okay, well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. And
thank you, Grace.
Best of luck with everything.
Okay, good luck to you and Not FM as well. I hope everything goes very well with the station.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.